Tonight, we journey through a story filled with peace and kindness. Mock and Peony, a heartwarming tale of cheer. This story is about a boy named Mock and his guardian spirit, Peony, spreading cheer and happiness in a forest during winter. In the small town of Everbright, nestled between rolling hills and lush forests, lived a kind-hearted boy named Mock. Mock was known for his radiant smile and endless curiosity, bringing joy to everyone he met. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm golden hue over the town, Mock ventured into the forest nearby. He loved exploring, finding new places and helping the creatures that called the forest home. As he wandered beneath the leafy canopy, he stumbled upon a glistening path, illuminated by the gentle glow of fireflies. Entranced by the path, Mock followed it deeper into the woods. Suddenly, he heard a soft, melodic voice calling his name. Turning around, Mock saw a radiant figure with wings of shimmering light. "I am Penny, your loving guardian," the figure said with a gentle smile. "They have watched over you in the forest for many years." Mock's eyes widened with wonder and excitement. Penny explained that she was a guardian spirit sent to protect and nurture joy in the hearts of children. She told Mock of a special task he could help with: spreading cheer to the creatures of the forest during the winter months when everything seemed bleak and cold. Eager to help, Mock agreed enthusiastically. Over the next few weeks, Mock and Peony worked together to bring warmth and happiness to the forest. They cross-eyed tiny lanterns out of leaves and twigs, hung them in trees to light up the dark nights, and sang songs that filled the air with melodies of joy. Every creature, from the smallest mouse to the tallest deer, felt the cheer and warmth they spread. Snowy evening, as Mock and Peony sat by a glowing bonfire they had built, Peony turned to Mock. "You have brought not just light but love and happiness into the forest," she said. "Now, it is time for the forest to give a gift back to you." Peony waved her hand, and the forest transformed into a dazzling spectacle. The trees sparkled with frost, and the ground glimmered with twinkling lights. Mock's heart swelled with happiness as the forest creatures gathered round him, offering their gratitude in joyous harmony. Mock realized then that the greatest joy of all was the happiness shared with others. From that day forward, the bond between Mock and Peony grew stronger, and their story of cheer became a cherished legend in Everbright. And so, every winter, children would venture into the forest, where they would find tiny lanterns lighting their way, a reminder of the enduring spirit of cheer and kindness that Mock and Peony had spread long ago. Here's the new story to bring you closer to peace. Aster and Peony's Nighttime Discovery. This story is about Aster and a little explorer named Petunia, who ventured into a moonlit forest and discovered the importance of safety while making enchanting memories under the moonlight. In a charming village surrounded by whispering trees and singing brooks, lived a curious human named Aster and a little explorer named Petunia. Petunia was a tiny creature with wings that shimmered like the moonlight, and she loved nothing more than exploring. One night, Aster and Petunia decided to venture into the forest to witness its beauty under the glowing full moon. They packed a small basket with some snacks and a lantern just bright enough to lead their way. As they stepped into the forest, the air was cool and filled with the scent of pine. They marveled at the way the moonlight filtered through the leaves, casting dancing shadows on the ground. "We must stick to the path," Aster reminded Petunia, knowing that safety was paramount. Petunia, fluttering around with excitement, agreed readily. They walked ladder into the forest, their steps marked by the soft crunch of fallen leaves. Along the way, they came across the family of deer drinking from a clear stream. His sight was magical, and Petunia's wings seemed to glisten even more in the moonlight. Aster and Petunia continued their adventure, listening to the soothing sounds of night owls fluting and a distant waterfall. "Listen to nature's lullaby," Aster whispered. At a clearing, they found a perfect spot to rest and enjoy their snacks. As they sat down, Aster noticed strange markings on a nearby tree. Petunia flew closer for a better look. "It's a map," she said, her tiny eyes wide with wonder. "A map to the ancient tree of wisdom," Aster added, recognizing the markings. They decided to follow the map, feeling a mix of excitement and caution. "We must be careful," Aster reminded, and Petunia nodded solemnly. The path led them through a dense part of the forest, where the trees were older and taller. The whispers of the forest grew louder, as if guiding them. Eventually, they came upon a majestic tree that stood taller than any other. Its branches stretched wide, and ancient symbols were carved into its bark. "The tree of wisdom," Petunia whispered in awe. They felt a sense of accomplishment, but also knew it was time to return home. They carefully retraced their steps, ensuring they may follow the same safety measures. Upon arriving back at their village, the first light of dawn was beginning to show. Aster and Petunia felt content and fulfilled, their hearts warmed by the night's adventure. They knew the importance of safety and treasured the enchanting memories they had made. "Adventures are more fun when we are safe," Aster said with a smile, and Petunia agreed wholeheartedly. They returned to their cozy homes, wrapped in the comfort of the wonderful experience they shared under the moonlight. The new chapter begins to bring you peace. The Adventures of Tulip and Iris, a tale of sharing. This story is about Tulip and Iris, who go on an adventure to the Whispering Woods. They meet a magical dragon and learn the joy of sharing. In a quaint little village named Sunflower Meadow, lived Tulip, a wise and gentle human, who was known to everyone for her kind heart and warm smile. Not far from Tulip's cozy cottage, in a house filled with bright colors and the aroma of fresh flowers, lived an energetic and curious child named Iris. One sunny morning, Iris woke up with a thrill of excitement. Today was the day she would go on an adventure with her dear friend. She dressed quickly, donning her favorite purple boots, and dashed towards Tulip's cottage. As Iris arrived, she found Tulip in the garden, tending to her daisies. "Good morning, Tulip," Iris called cheerfully. "Are you ready to go on our adventure?" Tulip smiled warmly. "Good morning, Iris. I certainly am. Where shall we go today?" Iris pondered for a moment before her eyes lit up. "Let's go to the Whispering Woods. I heard there are magical creatures." "There?" Tulip nodded. "That sounds like a marvelous idea. Let's pack some snacks for our journey." They gathered fruits, nuts, and freshly baked bread and set off with enthusiasm. As they ventured deeper into the Whispering Woods, the trees seemed to whisper secrets to them, and the air was filled with the chirping of birds. Iris led the way, her eyes sparkling with curiosity. "Tulip, do you think we shall meet any magical creatures?" Iris asked, eagerly. "Perhaps we might," Tulip replied thoughtfully. "Remember, the magic of the woods lies not just in its creatures, but in how it makes us feel and what we can discover about ourselves." Suddenly, they heard a soft rustling behind a bush. Peeking through, they found a tiny, shimmering dragon with emerald green scales and golden eyes. The dragon looked at them curiously, but seemed hesitant. Thetis, with her kind heart, took out the piece of bread and gently placed it on the ground. "Here, little dragon, would you like some bread?" she offered. The dragon sniffed the bread and then, with a graceful nod, began to nibble on it. Tulip watched with pride as Iris shared her food without hesitation. You see, Iris, sharing what we have with others, even with magical creatures, brings joy to everyone. The dragon, now feeling safe and friendly, led Tulip and Iris to a hidden clearing filled with sparkling flowers and a calm, clear stream. "This is beautiful," Iris gasped. The little dragon continued to share its secret thoughts with them, showing trust and gratitude for their kindness. As the sun began to set, Tulip and Iris knew it was time to head back. They said goodbye to their new friend, who gifted Iris the shiny gemstone as a token of appreciation. Back at Sunflower Meadow, Iris clutched the gemstone and said, "Thank you, Tulip. Today was the best adventure ever, and I learned how wonderful it feels to share." Tulip hugged Iris warmly. "I'm so glad, Iris," Iris. "Remember, sharing not only helps others, but it also brings light and happiness into our own hearts." With that, they parted ways, each cherishing the day's danger and the precious lesson of sharing. Now, let's journey on with another gentle tale. Katria and Borage, a tale of belonging. This story is about a girl named Katria and a wise snake named Borage, finding a true sense of belonging. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the foothills of a vast and verdant forest, there lived a curious young girl named Katria. Katria had always felt a strange sense of longing, a feeling that she didn't quite belong. One warm summer evening, as the sun began to set behind the towering trees, Katria wandered deeper into the forest than she ever had before. The forest was alive with the sound of chirping crickets and rustling leaves, the air thick with the scent of pine and wildflowers. As she strolled through the woods, she stumbled upon an ancient oak tree, its gnarled branches reaching towards the sky. Beneath the tree lay a shimmering, iridescent snake named Borage, who was known to the villagers as a creature of wisdom and mystery. Borage had piercing emerald eyes and scales that shimmered like 1,000 precious gems in the fading light. Seeing Katria's forlorn expression, Borage slithered closer, sensing her sorrow. "Why do you look so sad, young one?" asked Borage in a gentle, soothing voice. Katria sighed deeply and said, "I feel like I don't belong here. The villagers are kind, but I don't feel truly connected to them." Borage listened intently, and then spoke with a knowing tone. "Come with me and perhaps you will find what you seek." The snake led Katria to a hidden grove where the forest seemed more magical, more alive. As they entered, the leaves glowed with a golden light, and the air was filled with the sound of a distant, enchanting melody. Borage explained, "This grove is a place of ancient magic. It reveals the true nature of those who enter." She stepped forward hesitantly, her heart pounding with anticipation. As she moved deeper into the grove, her surroundings seemed to shimmer and transform. She felt a deep connection to the earth beneath her feet and the life all around her. She felt at home. Borage watched quietly, a gentle smile playing on his lips. "You see, Katria," said Borage softly, "belonging is not about a place, but about feeling connected to the world around you." Katria's eyes filled with tears of joy. She understood now that her sense of belonging came from within her and her connection to the natural world. With Borage by her side, Katria returned to the village with a neat sense of peace and confidence. She no longer felt out of place, for she carried the magic of the grove within her heart. And so, with each passing day, Katria and Borage shared their wisdom and love of the forest with the villagers, helping them feel the same sense of belonging that Katria had discovered. And thus, in the village, nestled in the foothills of the vast and verdant forest, Katria and Borage lived happily, their bond a testament to the power of connection and the magic of belonging. Until next time, rest well and sweet dreams.